guys again to another episode, and today we'll be talking about the topic under lesson 2. The topic typing, selecting, and editing text. As you can see here, we have the areas to look into. You learn how to type text smoothly. You learn how to move your cursor around. You learn how to select text. This is very super important, as you should know. And we learn how to delete text or insert text. You learn how to copy, cut, and paste text or whatsoever. And you also learn how to undo mistake. Like I always say to my fans, to my learners, those are ones that are highly anticipating to learn more about typing and selecting and editing text. It's for you to know that in the real life situation you can actually not correct a mistake and learn from it. In your computer world, you can do a mistake once a mistake is made. So it's very useful tool where you can undo and redo. Yes, that's the advantage of having a computer in our lives. Any mistake that happens with the use of computer, majorly, can be sorted out, except you don't know your way around. And if you don't know your way around, you should ask questions. Questions will be answered by persons who have experience in such areas. So we'll be talking about typing a text now. When you want to type a text, depending on what we are talking about, you can go to a new page. Remember, going to a new page, you can do that by selecting Ctrl+N. Yes, Ctrl+N. So going to a new page, you see a new page comes out. I clicked on Ctrl+N, and this is what I mean. You put your hands in these two keys, Ctrl and for example we say plus for read learners, plus N. Yes, as you can see this button, you put your hands in both buttons at the same time so that you can first go into a new page. Once you're in a new page, you actually can get started. Remember, the first area to look into is typing text smoothly. Let's start with I am going to school. I am going to school. See, the text came out smoothly. And remember, that's on your typing, you can type more. Remember that when you type with try to build in a very good form of confidence in knowing what and how to operate your keys. Prior to arriving at this area of using your Microsoft Word, I would advise you key into making use of some softwares. So a particular useful software that will make you to get used to your keys is called the Backspace. Let me show you. This is the name you search for it. If you know your way around, it can be a very useful tool to get used to your keyboard. Use it to move around your knowledge as regards to your keyboard. It helps you to understand the keyboard better, to know where each key is, said to be in your mind. Yes, you don't have to look straight to the keyboard when you are used to this very software. It teaches you how to set your hands properly, and if you do this training for a longer period of time, you get to make use of this software and it will get you acquainted to your keyboard. So I have just made a type text, and maybe in case you want to include the full stop, add the full stop, and then clicking your space bar. Your space bar will take you to the next area to type, like the next space to include the text or sentence in case you want to click on writing. I am coming home, and you see, and in case you feel like going straight to the next line, all you have to click is a key enter. If you click enter, it takes you to the next line, and if you are typing, you are typing. And so the next area to look into is the move your console around. Moving your console around is just related to you being able to navigate your system. Remember, in the same console, they are talking about you getting used to your mouse. I always say, your mouse is like the key source in your system. I believe you know, in our houses, in our local houses, or anywhere where we have mouse in the house, there is no way a mouse cannot enter. Same goes to your mouse that has charge to controlling the console of your system. You see this pointed dot, this pointed line that is moving around. It can go to anywhere in your system, anywhere in your system, even beyond the software you actually have in now. Remember, I told you about this area. Even minimize your app, minimize the other one, and you see every other areas that you are to work on, in case you don't want to work on your Microsoft Word anymore. And remember, your mouse can take it anywhere, and you see, that's why they mentioned this very other area. Why is it useful? Because you can use it to navigate anywhere you want to go to. Remember, we are still here. Move your console around. And moving your console around means that you can move it anywhere within your page, or even beyond your page, like selecting tabs and manipulating your work. And notice that your blinking area is here, which means it's here that you are supposed to type in. So you can move your console here in case you want to edit the text and select it, so that the system will be aware that you want to work on that area. If you are thinking anything, it will continue from there. So what's the next area now to look into? Let's go back to this as a continuation. Next area we're looking into is what? Selecting your text. It's very important in case there's a text, or there's a group of text or a sentence that you want to work on. Selecting of text is all about making sure you are getting a kind of format on a text, or series of text that you want to actually keep a very kind of modification you want. And take for instance, you are working on this going out of the whole sentence, this one here. If you select it depending on your mouse, or majorly if you have a system mouse, you just click on the mouse area, that very wide area of your mouse. Just double click on this to go down, and you will drag onto the area you are dragging to. Sorry, start from here, and you drag to this area. By the time you drag to after going, you leave it. This is how you select text. Then you can select series of text too if you want to. And another way to achieve this is by selecting your shift key. If you get to the area you're starting from, so as I was saying, you continue by so you select your control shift key, right? So shift key, when you get to the area you are starting from, you just select it, and then you click on shift, and then direct your key, your cursor to where you are directing it. Take for instance, we are still working on that word going. Let's go to the word going. Select before the word going. See where I placed my cursor, right? And I selected that area. We call it selecting the dot. So you click on shift key, and then there is a key that is known to be direction key. You select the direction right. Say shift plus direction right. That is depending on where you are directing to. In this situation now, will be starting from before the letter G, so you direct right. Shift plus direction right, so shift plus direction right. So by the time you start directing, you see it's directed. By the time you get to the area you are stopping, you remove your hand from the shift. That's all. You don't need to click on it until you see it's been selected. That's how you select the text. We usually call it highlighting of text. So the next area to look into, let's quickly get to the next area, deleting and inserting text. This can be very useful too, in case you are not working, you don't need this text anymore, you don't need the text here anymore. All you have to do is to backspace the text leave, and if you want to delete more than one text, if you highlight them and click on your backspace, it will be deleted and removed, unless you don't want it to be removed. You don't need to click your backspace. In your keyboard you see what we refer to as the backspace. Backspace. So by the time you select on it, it will effect your deleting the words or the letters that you want to delete. Let's select backspace now. See, it's left. Just selected backspace. I'm going to go and in case you are removing other text, you just go to where you want to remove. Like want to delete coming, so you come after the word coming, and you see where I place the cursor and selected that area after coming, and click on backspace. You see you'll be leaving letter by letter. So let's go to the next one. So the next one is so we are not done with inserting text. Inserting text can also be a fast area to look into. If you are inserting text, you can quickly be talking about inputting text. So that's a minor thing. As you know, we've been inserting text, and that takes us to the last area. Copy and copy, cut, and what is for copy. All you have to do is click on the area you are copying. Remember, you have to highlight or select. Let's say we are selecting home, right? By the time you select Ctrl+C, or you right click. There are two ways to achieve this. Ctrl+C is a short word that can help you to copy. By copying, we are talking about you making sure that you get a replica of the word you selected or highlighted. So you either use Ctrl+C, or you after selecting the word, you right click and you see a drop down. All you have to select is what? Copy. If you select copy, you have actually copied the word. So next is cut. By cutting, you actually be moving it from there. Yes, you're actually removing the word from there. So that by cutting, you're actually removing the word from there. It's like let's select again. This is where we are selecting from. So let's select again. If you are cutting, all you have to do is to select Ctrl+X, Ctrl+X, X, Ctrl+X. Then select Ctrl+X, you have actually cut. By cutting, we are removing the word from there, and it depends on what you want to do next. Majorly, if you are cutting or copying, that means you are working on either pasting it somewhere else, or you are just using the indirect way to delete the text. So another way to insert the text, it's majorly by pasting, but we have not gotten there yet. I believe that should be the next area to look into. So let's select. Let's see what we have next is to paste, right? So any word you copy or cut, remember this under clipboard. You see cut, you see copy, right? Any word you copy or cut, pasting should be not a problem. Take for example, we are not pasting here, we want to paste in the next line. Just select enter to go to the next line and click on what? Ctrl+P, Ctrl+P, or Ctrl+P will help us to paste. Not Ctrl+P, Ctrl+V. I wanted to mention Ctrl+V. Ctrl+V will help us to paste the word we are working on, not Ctrl+P, Ctrl+V, Ctrl+V. Ctrl+V will help us paste the word we are actually copying, not or cutting, not Ctrl+P. Ctrl+P is actually to print, in case you want to print a word. We are yet to get there, and we'll get there with time. So that is how you paste a word you copied or cut. Sorry for the misinformation. And next is to undo mistakes. Remember, we talked about redo and undo, right? So undo mistakes is like everything we've been working on so far. Yes, it's like we've made mistakes, right? Because we have not made a spelling such as I am to school or I am in school. Remember, we made the correct, we actually spelled the words, we actually considered the words right. So to bring us back to where we are now is to click on Ctrl Ctrl+Z. Ctrl+Z will undo all our mistakes. You see, everything is coming down. So that we have what we need to see. After selecting on Ctrl+Z, we keep on clicking on it to be bringing us back to the previous area. What a mistake we made, we can correct it with Ctrl+C. And remember, to copy, we use Ctrl+C or right click and then select copy. To cut, either click on Ctrl+X and select on or sorry, either we click on Ctrl+X or select or right click after selecting the text. Remember, and clicking on remember is cutting, you just select cut and also paste. Either you just go to where you are pasting and select Ctrl+V, not Ctrl+P. I repeat, Ctrl+V, Ctrl+V. Or you get to where you are pasting and you right click, and then you see option to paste. They are all here. So please don't forget that. See, that's very, very important. That will be all for now till we arrive at our next class. Our next class will be listed shortly. Let's key into the anticipated class. Till next time. Thank you for being there.